Hey everyone, in this video, we'll uncover the most valuable Abraham Lincoln wheat penny you should be on the lookout for. We'll break down what makes these Lincoln wheat pennies so special, how much they're worth in today's market, and what you need to know to sell them successfully at auction. First up, the 1955 Lincoln wheat penny with the D mint mark is a coin that captures both historical significance and collectible interest. This copper 1-cent piece, minted in Denver, is part of the beloved Lincoln Wheat Cent series, which ran from 1909 until 1958. Known for its classic design and connection to President Abraham Lincoln, the wheat penny remains one of the most collected coins in the United States. The 1955 D penny is no exception. Even in fine condition with some scratches, it holds value not only in the collector's market, but also in American history. Let's begin with the coin's design. On the obverse or front side, you'll see a detailed right-facing portrait of President Abraham Lincoln. This design was created by Victor David Brenner, whose initials can be found beneath Lincoln's shoulder on earlier coins in the series. The image of Lincoln is flanked by the word Liberty on the left and the date, 1955, on the right. Just beneath the date is the small D mint mark, indicating the coin was produced at the Denver Mint. Above Lincoln's head, the motto, "In God We Trust," arcs along the rim. Turning to the reverse side of the coin, we find the classic wheat ears design that gives the wheat penny its name. Two stylized stalks of wheat curve along the left and right sides of the coin. In the center, the words 1 cent are boldly displayed, with the United States of America just beneath. At the top is the Latin phrase e pluribus unum, meaning out of many, one. This simple yet elegant reverse design served for nearly 5 decades before being replaced by the Lincoln Memorial reverse in 1959. The 1955 D penny was struck using a metal composition of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. This gives it a rich reddish-brown tone, although years of circulation can dull the color or give it a darker hue. In fine condition, the coin typically shows moderate wear, especially on the high points of Lincoln's cheekbone, jawline, and coat, as well as the tips of the wheat stalks on the reverse. Some scratches, like the ones mentioned on this coin, are typical for pieces that were actively used in circulation for many years. The 1955 D Lincoln Cent had a very high mintage, with over 563 million coins struck at the Denver Mint alone. This means the coin is not considered rare, especially in lower or average circulated grades. However, it still maintains value among collectors, particularly those who strive to build complete day-tandem sets of the Lincoln Cent series. While the Philadelphia version of the 1955 penny is famous for a rare and highly valuable double die error, the Denver version did not experience the same variety, making it more affordable, but still historically important. In today's coin market, a 1955 D Lincoln wheat penny in fine condition with some surface scratches typically holds a value of around 5 to 15 cents. This value can vary slightly depending on the buyer, the coin dealer, or the regional demand. While the coin might not be worth a fortune, still well above its original face value and remains an affordable entry point for beginner collectors. Coins in better conditions, say, it's very fine or extremely fine, may sell for 20 to 50 cents. Uncirculated specimens with full luster, no scratches, and strong strikes can command prices from $1 to $5 or more, particularly if graded by a professional coin grading service. Collectors often seek high-grade examples to complete their collections or to showcase the beauty of the original design. Even though your 1955 D penny is in fine condition and shows signs of wear and scratches, it remains a collectible piece. These imperfections are normal for coins that have circulated for nearly 70 years. Every mark tells a story. It could have been passed from hand to hand in the 1950s, perhaps used in a vending machine, or carried in someone's pocket through decades of change in America. Beyond its monetary value, This coin holds historical and emotional significance. It connects us to the mid-20th century, an era of post-war prosperity, cultural transformation, and technological innovation. It's part of a series that commemorates one of the most revered American presidents and serves as a reminder of the values Lincoln stood for: unity, freedom, and perseverance. So while your 1955 D penny may be modest in terms of price, it's a treasure in terms of meaning. Many collectors proudly keep wheat pennies like this in albums or display cases, especially when assembling full collections by year and mint mark. It's the hunt, the history, and the humble beginnings of each coin that make the hobby of coin collecting so deeply satisfying. Next up, the 1951 Lincoln Wheat Penny. With the S mint mark is a collectible coin that carries both historical and numismatic significance. Minted at the San Francisco Mint, this particular coin is a part of the enduring Lincoln Wheat Cent series, which ran from 1909 to 1958. It features the classic wheat ears reverse, a favorite among collectors, and proudly displays Abraham Lincoln's profile on the obverse. Though it may not be exceedingly rare, the 1951 S penny remains a popular piece for coin enthusiasts, especially when it's in very fine condition like this one, even with a few minor scratches from circulation over the decades. Let's begin by talking about the coin's design. On the obverse side, we see the right-facing portrait of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, sculpted by Victor David Brenner. This was the first U.S. coin to feature an actual historical figure, and Lincoln's image has endured on the penny for well over a century. Above Lincoln's head is the phrase, "In God We Trust," a motto that has appeared on U.S. coins for many years. To the left of Lincoln is the word liberty, and to the right is the date 1951, with the small S mint mark just below it, indicating it was produced at the San Francisco Mint. Turning over to the reverse side, the coin features the iconic wheat ears design. Two stalks of wheat frame the coin on either side, symbolizing prosperity and agriculture, two central elements of early American values. Between them, the words 1 cent are boldly stamped, followed by United States of America. Near the top, the Latin phrase e pluribus unum, meaning out of many, one, is inscribed as a reminder of the unity of the states. The 1951's Lincoln penny was composed of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. This high copper content gives it a warm reddish-brown appearance, although the tone can vary depending on the coin's storage and handling over time. In very fine condition, the high points of Lincoln's bust and the details in the wheat stalks are still clearly visible, though slightly worn. A few scratches, like those found on this coin, are expected and acceptable for circulated coins of this age and don't drastically affect its market value at this grade level. In terms of mintage, the San Francisco Mint produced approximately 136 million Lincoln pennies in 1951. While this is not a particularly low number, it is significantly less than the totals produced by the Philadelphia and Denver mints that same year. Because of this, the S mint mark version is somewhat more desirable among collectors seeking to complete a full-day tandem mark set of the wheat penny series. So, what's this coin worth in today's market? 4A1951S Lincoln penny. In very fine condition with only moderate wear and some small scratches. The typical market value ranges from around 15 to 30 cents. The price can fluctuate depending on the coin's eye appeal, coloration, and the current demand among collectors. If the coin has exceptional details, even in a circulated state, it might fetch a bit more from the right buyer or in a coin auction. Higher grade examples, such as those in extremely fine or about uncirculated condition, can be valued between 50 cents and $1. Coins in mint state, those that have never been in circulation, can range from $2 to over $10. depending on the specific grade and whether they have been certified by a professional grading service. What makes this coin interesting isn't just its monetary value, it's the history it represents. The 1951 Ness penny was struck in the early years of the post-World War II era. The United States was entering a period of economic growth, cultural change, and industrial expansion. This little coin could have passed through the hands of workers in factories, school children buying candy, or travelers saving for a train ticket. It's a piece of everyday life from over 70 years ago, still intact and telling a story. For collectors, coins like the 1951's Lincoln penny offer an affordable and meaningful way to explore American history. It's not just about collecting expensive rarities, it's about building a connection with the past, piece by piece. Many collectors begin with coins like this, one simple, accessible, and filled with character. The minor scratches only add to its personality, showing that it lived a long life in the pockets and hands of everyday Americans. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned collector, the 1951's Lincoln penny is a valuable addition to your set. It might not make headlines at an auction, but it plays a crucial role in telling the story of the Lincoln Wheat Cent series and America's coinage history. Next up, the 1956 Abraham Lincoln Wheat Penny. Large date, without mint mark, is a fascinating coin that connects us directly to mid-20th century America. Minted in Philadelphia indicated by the absence of a mint mark, this coin is part of the last few years of the beloved Lincoln Wheat Cent series, which was produced from 1909 through 1958, even with some scratches and wear. A fine condition 1956 penny remains a sought-after collectible for those who appreciate history, design, and numismatics. Starting with the design. The obverse side of the coin features the familiar right-facing portrait of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. This design was created by sculptor Victor David Brenner and first introduced in 1909 to commemorate Lincoln's 100th birthday. Lincoln's image was revolutionary for its time, being the first real historical figure to appear on regular U.S. coinage. Above Lincoln's head, the phrase, "In God We Trust," proudly arches, while the word liberty appears on the left side. On the right, you find the large date, 1956, with no mint mark below, indicating it was minted in Philadelphia. On the reverse, the classic wheat ears design gives the Lincoln Wheat penny its name. Two elegant stalks of wheat frame the central inscriptions, which include the coin's denomination, 1 cent, and the country's name, United States of America, at the very top. The Latin motto E pluribus unum, meaning out of many, one appears as a reminder of the unity among the states. This reverse design remained unchanged for nearly 50 years, making it one of the most recognizable in American coin history. The 1956 penny is composed of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, giving it a distinctive reddish-brown hue that can vary with age and exposure. Your coin, being in fine condition, shows moderate wear. This means the details on Lincoln's cheekbone, jawline, and coat lapel are worn but still visible. The wheat stalks on the reverse show softening but remain identifiable. The scratches mentioned are common on circulated coins and add to the story of the coin's journey through countless hands. The Philadelphia Mint produced a significant number of pennies. In 1956, over 1.6 billion coins. This high mintage means the 1956 no mint mark penny is very common and not considered rare, but condition and eye appeal can affect its value. Coins in fine condition, such as yours, are collectible for those assembling daytime mint collections or interested in Lincoln pennies from the Wheat Cent series' final years. As for value, a 1956 Lincoln penny in fine condition with some scratches is typically worth around 10 to 20 cents in today's market. This value is above the coin's face value, but modest, reflecting its abundance and commonality. While not rare, It's a coin that represents a bygone era and remains a staple in coin collecting. Higher grades can command greater value. 4. Example: coins in very fine or extremely fine condition may sell for 25 to 50 cents. Uncirculated examples with original red color and strong luster can range from $1 to $3, with top-quality specimens graded by professional services fetching even higher prices. Unique era coins or rare die varieties from this year can significantly increase value. But standard examples like yours have steady appeal as affordable and historical coins, beyond its monetary worth. This 1956 penny holds cultural and historical significance. It was minted during a time of growth and change in post-war America. The mid-1950s saw the rise of suburban life, television, and a booming economy. This coin likely changed hands in countless transactions from grocery stores and diners to vending machines and school lunches. Each scratch and mark is a testament to its journey through decades of American life. Collectors treasure coins like the 1956 Lincoln Wheat Penny because they are accessible pieces of history. Whether you're a novice collector starting your journey or an experienced numismatist building a complete Lincoln set, coins like this one offer insight into the evolution of American currency and design. In summary, your 1956 Lincoln Wheat Penny, large date, minted in Philadelphia and in fine condition with some scratches, may not be the rarest or most valuable coin, but it remains a valuable part of America's numismatic heritage. Its modest market value of around 10 to 20 cents reflects its commonality, but also the appreciation collectors have for its history, design, and place in the Lincoln cent lineage. Next up, the 1958 Abraham Lincoln Wheat Penny without a mint mark is a fascinating and historical piece of American coinage. As one of the final coins from the long-running Lincoln Wheat Penny series, this coin holds a special place in the hearts of collectors and history enthusiasts alike. The 1958 issue marked the very last year that the wheat reverse design was used, bringing to a close nearly 50 years of production that began in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. This specific coin, the large date and no mint mark, was minted in Philadelphia. The lack of a mint mark confirms its origin, since coins from the Philadelphia Mint traditionally were not marked until much later. With over 250 million of these pennies struck that year in Philadelphia alone, the 1958 Wheat Penny is relatively common. However, its age, design significance, and historical value make it a desirable item, especially for those completing Lincoln cent collections or seeking coins from pivotal years in U.S. minting history. Looking at the design, the obverse features the classic profile of Abraham Lincoln facing right. This portrait was designed by Victor David Brenner and was the first depiction of a real person on a U.S. circulating coin. Above Lincoln's head reads the motto, "In God We Trust," while Liberty appears on the left side, and the date 1958 is placed to the right. This classic design remained unchanged throughout the entire Wheat Cent series and still endures on the modern Lincoln Memorial and Shield cents today. On the reverse side, the iconic wheat ears frame the inscriptions 1 cent and United States of America above that rests the Latin phrase e pluribus unum, which means out of many, one. These wheat ears, representing prosperity and the nation's agrarian roots, were symbolic of the American spirit during the early and mid-20th century. Now, let's talk about condition. Your 1958 penny is in good condition with some scratches. This means the coin has circulated and shows noticeable wear on high points of Lincoln's face and coat on the obverse. The wheat stalks on the reverse will be worn, with fine details flattened, but the basic design is still visible. Scratches and surface marks are expected in circulated coins of this age, especially from everyday use. In terms of composition, This penny is made of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. Over the years, exposure to air, humidity, and handling often causes oxidation and color changes in copper coins, sometimes resulting in a darkened or spotted surface. Despite cosmetic imperfections, the value of a 1958 wheat penny largely depends on its condition and any unique features it may possess. So what is this coin worth in today's market? It's in circulated condition, including good condition with some scratches like yours. A 1958 Lincoln wheat penny without a mint mark typically sells for about 5 to 10 cents. It's worth more than face value, but because of the high mintage and availability, its market value is modest. Collectors may pay a premium if the coin has appealing toning, or if it fits neatly into a full-date set of Lincoln wheat cents. Coins in higher grades can command better prices. For example, a 1958 wheat penny in extremely fine condition may be valued around 25 to 50 cents, while uncirculated examples can range from $1 to $3. Bright red coins in mint state condition, especially those graded MS65 or higher by professional grading services, may reach up to $10 or more, depending on eye appeal and rarity of quality. There are also rare varieties to look for. One of the most famous is the 1958 double die obverse penny, where the inscriptions and date appear doubled. Only a few of these have been found, and they are extremely rare and valuable. One example sold for over $100,000 at auction. However, standard 1958 coins, like yours, without doubling or errors, generally maintain steady but modest market values. Beyond monetary value, this coin is important as a historic artifact. 1958 was a year of change and transition in the U.S. In the following year, 1959, the wheat reverse would be replaced by the Lincoln Memorial design to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. That change marked the end of an era, and the 1958 wheat penny became the final chapter in one of America's most iconic coin designs. In conclusion, your 1958 Abraham Lincoln wheat penny, large date, minted in Philadelphia without a mint mark, in good condition with some scratches, holds a market value of about 5 to 10 cents today. But its real worth goes beyond the dollar figure. It is a cherished piece of American history, a symbol of a bygone age, and a connection to a design that was loved by generations. Whether you're holding on to it for sentimental reasons or adding it to your collection, this coin is a timeless reminder of America's enduring legacy in coinage. Next up, the 1944 Abraham Lincoln wheat penny without a mint mark is one of the most iconic and widely collected coins from the mid-20th century. Minted during a crucial time in American history towards the end of World War II, this coin reflects the resilience and industrial might of the United States during one of its most defining eras. The 1944 penny was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which is indicated by the absence of a mint mark. The Philadelphia Mint produced the largest number of these pennies that year, with over 1.4 billion coins struck, making it the most common date in the entire wheat penny series. The Lincoln wheat penny series began in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the coin's obverse features a right-facing bust of President Lincoln. The words "In God We Trust" appear above Lincoln's head. Liberty is inscribed to the left, and the date 1944 is to the right. This design remained unchanged for decades and became a familiar sight in American pocket change for generations. The reverse side of the coin features two wheat ears flanking the inscriptions 1 cent and United States of America. The Latin motto, E pluribus unum, meaning out of many, one appears along the top. This wheatback design is why the coin is commonly referred to as a wheat penny. The design was used from 1909 through 1958. making it one of the longest-running reverse designs in U.S. coin history. The 1944 wheat penny is especially notable because it marked the return to the standard bronze composition following the unique 1943 steel cent, which was made from zinc-coated steel due to wartime copper shortages. By 1944, the U.S. Mint had resumed using copper alloys, although much of the copper used for 1944 pennies came from recycled shell casings from the war. This wartime reuse gives the coin a direct connection to the efforts and sacrifices made. During World War II, your specific 1944 Lincoln penny is described as being in good condition with some scratches. In numismatic terms, good condition means that the coin has been circulated and shows significant wear on both the obverse and reverse. The finer details on Lincoln's hair and the wheat stalks are likely worn down, and the coin may have surface marks or light damage. Despite this, the major design elements and inscriptions are still readable, and the coin retains its identity and historical character. In terms of material, the 1944 penny is composed of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. Over time, copper coins can develop dark spots, discoloration, or oxidation, especially if they were exposed to moisture or oils from handling. The scratches you mention are quite typical of coins that have circulated for decades. While these marks affect the coin's grade, they do not erase its value to collectors or historians who appreciate its age and background. So what is the value of a 1944 wheat penny without a mint mark in today's market? Because of the high mintage, this particular penny is not considered rare, and its base value in good condition typically ranges from 5 to 10 cents. Collectors who are assembling a full Lincoln cent collection will often seek out coins like this to fill spots in their albums, especially if the coin is still readable and structurally sound, in very fine condition. The 1944 penny may fetch 15 to 25 cents. If the coin is in extremely fine or about uncirculated condition, it might be worth 30 to 50 cents. Uncirculated examples, especially those with a strong coppery red luster, can sell for $1 to $3. And certified mint state examples graded MS65 or higher can bring even more, often in the $5 to $10 range, depending on eye appeal. While the average 1944 penny isn't especially rare, some era varieties from this year are highly valuable. For example, the 1944 steel centa left over from the 1943 wartime issue is an extremely rare and sought-after error that can be worth thousands of dollars. However, your coin, made of copper and showing normal wear, is one of the standard issues even with its modest monetary value. The 1944 wheat penny is a powerful piece of history. It circulated during the final stages of World War II, when the country was united in sacrifice and effort. It might have passed through the hands of soldiers, factory workers, and American families buying war bonds or rationed groceries. Holding a 1944 penny today is like holding a tiny piece of American resilience and legacy. So while your 1944 Abraham Lincoln wheat penny, in good condition with some scratches, might only bring around 5 to 10 cents in today's collector market, its true value lies in its connection to a defining moment in U.S. history. It is a coin that tells a story, not just of numismatics, but of a nation at war, unified by purpose and forging ahead with strength and hope. Thank you for joining us in exploring this piece of American heritage. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more insights into historical coins and their values in today's market. Each coin has a story,